What's up, guys? We're back with another update. We'll start this one off with Shane Burgos, former UFC fighter, making some interesting comments about how other UFC fighters should test free agency, and he's surprised more of them don't do it. So here's the full quote. It doesn't make sense for fighters to not test free agency out, in my opinion, especially as you go further. I was in the rankings for a couple years at that point, and it made sense for me to test it out. Why wouldn't I test it out and see what I'm worth? In my mind, I know what I'm worth, $1 billion, but I want to see what these other promotions think I'm worth. I don't see why any fighter, especially ranked fighters, wouldn't do this, but don't be scared if you're not ranked. You've got guys that have been in the UFC for so many years that's never even tried testing it out, and it's really blowing my mind. Are you married to the UFC? Because the UFC, they'll replace you at the drop of a hat. Because they're not married to you as much as you're married to them. You can't fall in love with three letters. You got to do what's right, and this isn't a long career. So he's definitely making some valid points here, especially that statement about not falling in love with just three letters and the brand of the UFC. So let me know what you guys think of his comments here. For our next update, we got Rose Namajunas' next fight announced. It's going to be on September 2nd on that Paris card. Rose last fought over a year ago against Carla Esperaza, which is known as one of the most boring title fights in history. So we'll see how she does in her return. She's moving to lightweight. It's going to be against Manson Fiorot. So let me know what you guys think of that matchup. For our next update, we got Chill Sonnen talking about the Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor fight falling through. So he criticizes the UFC and Conor a little bit. Here's what he said. Conor not entering the pool to be logged into one or two events, the November-December pay-per-view. It kicks it to midway through next year. At what point do we try to find an opponent for Michael Chandler? Withholding information, money, and opportunity from someone who did what he was asked to do, you can't do that. It's bad form. He goes on to say, we could clear this up and show good faith real easy, which is, it's looking a little bit strange. Conor hasn't done what Conor told us he would do. He has never entered the pool. Right now, this is ugly. Next up, we got the Chito Vera and Henry Cejudo fight being finalized. So Sean O'Malley gave his take and prediction on it. Here's what he said. I didn't know if it was going to happen because I thought if Chito comes out and fights like he fought against Corey, he's going to get, and this is a 3-round fight. Chito usually comes out tougher in the later rounds. Henry looked good against Aljo. He didn't gas. It's not like Henry's going to go out there and gas against Chito. Frank Yeager took Chito down and laid on him, ended up getting finished late in the third round, obviously, but he was able to take him down and control his hips and not really let him do much from there. So if I had to guess right now, early prediction, I think Henry gets the job done. So those are all the updates I got for today. If you guys want quick MMA news like this, make sure to follow along. Hope to see you guys in the next one.